Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Nexorouz. So, a few people have been asking for my settings, so I decided to go for a little bit of a settings video and just show people, how to actually choose the best settings for you and just the best settings overall, because there will be never no best settings for everyone. So, let's get into it. So, I want to start off on the display settings for PC. This will be different for console, of course. Every console, probably. Maybe not too much, but there's only really one setting that you would want to change on console, which I can maybe show on screen right now. That would be the 120 FPS option, which if you have a 120 hertz display, TV or monitor, always have that on. It's gonna double your frames or refresh rate to make you help you play a little bit smoother and just visually more pleasing. Um, but as for everything else, realistically should be the same. Just display settings. That's awkward. Why would it do that? Uh, which this is gonna be for PC. I always play full screen. Windows full screen isn't gonna matter if you have a decent system, and windowed if you have a poor system, you can turn down your resolution. But just do full screen and then turn it down manually. You can have VSync off, preferred, just because you can set it yourself in your control panel or any other way, but usually VSync will never be good. Just don't turn it on, please. You can limit your frame rate. For example, I play on a 240 hertz monitor, so since I can play 240 frames, then it's just way smoother to have it capped, so your game, is keeping and no screen tearing is going on. Just keeping the same frame rate as your hertz. As your monitor refresh rate. I play on the legacy performance. However, that will depend on your system. If you have an older PC, then DirectX 11 might be a little bit smoother, and if you have a newer system, then the new performance might help out. Considering it's gonna be the newer parts or whatever. I don't understand fully how it works, but it just depends on your PC. Try out both, I'd say, and see which one performs better. Brightness, I believe. It's realistically fully dependent on your monitor or TV. Some of them will look brighter than others. I prefer like 130 to 140, but if you are on console, most of the time you just want to crank it up. It just makes it look kind of nice. And then for, PC or whatever, just like I said, fully dependent on monitor, but I would crank it down a little bit just because it might be too bright. But then we have this user interface contrast, which is just the settings. It's not gonna. So just set it to whatever you like. Colorblind mode again, just personal preference. So with brightness and all these, they're really just gonna be personal preference. Some people like Triton No, some people like Pro No, some people like Dark Nope. If you want to be Prime Mongrel, I guess. Um, Then we go to this user interface parallax, again another menu setting, just personal preference. Now quality, this matters a lot, for performance and game frames, whatever. Like it turns down the resolution or 3D resolution, so everything will be a lot more pixelated, but your frame rate will be a lot higher. So you can try this out if you're getting low frames and you have a poor system. If you have a decent system though, I wouldn't turn it down below 80, maybe 65, because that just runs good, or not runs well, but you can actually see stuff. And, you want to be able to see stuff. It's kind of helpful. This is off for me because I can't even use it. Pretty sure performance mode turns it off, or at least the old one. I'm actually not sure what this is, so I'd recommend trying it out. View distance I have near, textures low, and mesh is low. Just better for my performance. You can have view distance or anything, just whatever you want. Well, these are the best for performance, so all up to you. Show FPS just shows your frames at the top right. Kind of simple. Um, legacy. Oh, what legacy? Latency markers. I've actually never tried this. but I've always had it off. So this is very just depending on you again or your system. Try on plus boost, and see which one you prefer or which one gives you better performance. And then performance stats, I believe, yeah, it's just, I mean, probably takes up a little bit more this device usage or whatever, so I'll just have it off. As for volume, this is again just personal preference. There is no perfect volume settings. My main has always been a little bit too high, so I just have it a little bit lower. As for sound effects as well, music, just how much you want your music to be. Lobby, I always have my lobby music off, so it just doesn't even matter. Dialogue, I believe, might be for just in-game characters like Darth Vader that one season, I guess. Voice chat, this is just, voice chat kind of makes sense. I always have it kind of low because some people will be screaming at the top of their lungs, and then if you want to listen to somebody, then you can just turn it up. I'm so confused as to why they removed it from the voice chat setting right here, but, I guess it doesn't really matter. Cinematics is probably just going to be like trailers that are playing. So again, just fully dependent on you. And picture in pictures, I mean, I actually don't even know. I would just whatever. I believe sound quality should be on low because it just changes the sound of your pump shotgun. So I've heard. I don't actually know, but that you know quality, like, I don't think it should matter that much. There's a reason why a lot of people play on low. It's because high does not make that big of a difference and it decreases performance. So just play on low, and if you don't like it, then I guess try high. But I doubt it changes anything. 3D headphones are going to be for. Mm, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's for like low quality-ish headphones, so you can hear the same or something like that. I actually forgot. Um, I'd just recommend trying this. I've never tried it. It does look like a decent setting, so I might try it out, but I just don't use it. Background audio would be for when you're tabbed out of Fortnite if you play on PC, which these are PC-ish settings, or I guess I actually don't even know if these are on console. But so if you're tabbed out and you don't want to hear anything from Fortnite, then turn it off. If you want to hear everything from Fortnite, like you're watching a video and you just hear emotes, I don't know if you're in a party or something, that's can be annoying. So I'll just have notifications on just in case I get an invite. Subtitles are going to be for Save the World, I think. And I've heard that having everything on the left side is for better performance or latency. So, and if you don't play Save the World, then it really won't matter. I mean, and not like subtitles make that big of a difference anyway. Visualize sound effects. You always want to have this on. It'll help you see the footsteps around you. And in gunfights, they'll be really helpful, especially to see how many enemies. Whoa, buddy, calm down. How many enemies will be around you? He'll tell you 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or where the gunshots are coming from. It just genuinely is really helpful as a reason why people play with it on. This is just your audio. I mean, it really doesn't matter if you just have one audio type like me. It's just the same for both. But yeah, you select your audio driver, or device, sorry. And then licensed audio is just for creators that, care about copyright strikes. It will mute like um what is it called? Copyright music, I guess. So if you are a creator and you want to mute that, then you can go ahead. If you don't, then I mean, feel free to keep it on. Then we have communication. I've actually never messed with these settings because I believe they're kind of newer. But these are my settings. I actually don't know too much, so maybe just try them out. Again, the inputs are just going to be whatever you have. I mean, I have one device, so it's not like it matters. You can report voice chat. I mean, I don't really care. Here's your mic settings, your voice chat, notifications, which is, I mean, helpful if you can't tell whenever some people are talking. And then text chat is just going to be this, not new, I guess, but, text chat, you can just type and it'll tag it out sometimes depending on your settings, filter with your language. Again, reporting and everything is just kind of there. Here's the game settings, which are pretty important. I would just make sure to pay attention a little bit here because these will, be pretty effect affected towards your gameplay. But never have this on auto unless I don't know you don't know where you live, I guess. But if you're east, you're east. It'll tell you your ping as well, 17 ms, which I don't know why it doesn't show it, but this gets me 17. The lowest ping, always go for the lowest. So play on your lowest, because if you don't, then you might accidentally queue into one of these other servers, which is not going to be pretty. I don't even know if I equip it if it already changes my ping. I don't think they do that anymore. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But always select a region. Yeah, don't have it on auto, please. And then language is just your language, whatever you want your game to be in. You can choose Spanish, and then it'll be in Spanish. Oh, that's awkward. I forgot Spanish. No, I'm kidding. I am Mexican, so it really doesn't matter whatever you select. Well, at least for me, I already know like every single game setting, so explaining it like that is kind of sad. But yeah, just select whatever language you speak and whatever you're comfortable with. Oh, refresh. If you want to, you could just keep it on system default as well. Toggle sprint. This is really helpful when dropping in, because let's say you're dropping in, you I don't know, want to do something for your left, whatever you move up your left side, because you're dropping in, you don't want to hold W or hold forward on your stick. If you double tap your sprint button, what the fuck? If you double tap your sprint button, it's just gonna auto sprint, as you can tell on the bottom left besides your HP. So you don't have to be holding down forward, and if you're dropping in, then you'll just go straight to where you want to and just cancel it by moving. So it's honestly not bad at all. I believe auto open doors can be helpful. I wouldn't really recommend it to have it on unless you do a lot of these, which happens to me a lot, and it kind of cleans up your mess, especially when you mess up triple edits like that. Oops. But that's just really what all I use it for. And then also, running into houses and stuff, you can automatically open the door. But just say if you're in a gunfight, somebody edits this while you're holding out a weapon. Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. Then you auto open the door. There's going to be a delay to shoot. A delay to shoot. So, that's something, I guess. As for mantle activation, again, personal preference, but I don't know why forward feels holding like forward on your stick does feel a bit awkward, especially because sometimes you'll mantle whenever you're not trying to. Like let's say I wanted to just walk forwards on someone, like I don't know, trying to do some kind of peek. If I'm holding forward, it's gonna automatically mantle me. So that can be annoying. Instead, I just, whenever I'm tapping my jumps, I'm still automatically mantling. Instead, I'd rather hold my jump buttons, or tap it is what I do most of the time at the top. So let's say, I'm holding forward, I could just jump around, tap, 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 and then tap whenever I want to mantle. It's just kind of a little bit easier. And then we got hurdle activation, which I've actually never messed with. But I feel like jump is better because, you could be walking, and then there's a hurdle. Maybe accidentally, oh, this is not hurdleable. Let's say you accidentally, jump through in a gunfight. Wait, you can't jump through! Alright, well, just imagine you could. I mean, you're usually able to jump through windows. I don't know if that's why this map has it disabled, but you might automatically mantle into somebody's, or not mantle, I guess hurdle, into somebody's box, like if they're holding this. Then you jump in, then you're kind of a free shot, especially with the delay they have. Especially with the delay you have whenever you jump in and just weird jump in. So I would just keep it on press jump. Combat settings, hold swap to pick up. I wouldn't recommend because you have to hold to swap. It's kind of awkward. Just mess with it, I guess. Try it out. All it is just dropping a weapon and then oh wait, you're supposed to have two weapons. Hiccup. So, toggle targeting. I'm actually not sure what this does. I think it might be, yeah. So you click ADS and it stays ADS, which is just kind of ugly to me. I've never done that. I've always preferred holding it down and then letting it go and it going out, not holding it down. Because And then I believe if you shoot, it might, yeah, it automatically ADSs back in. So I don't know, I find that kind of awkward. Mark Darger. Oh, Darger. What the? Ooh, I'm gonna tweak. Mark danger when targeting is actually a really good setting that was recently added, I believe. So let's say, oh, this is not a real player, but let's say you're like with someone, or not with someone. Let's say you're looking at an enemy. You ping them once, it's gonna automatically red ping now. Oh, it's automatically red. Oh, maybe I should do it on them. If you look at them and ping them once, it's gonna automatically red ping them. So, you know, if let's say your teammates are looking like, oh, you know, an enemy, it's gonna be easier than just seeing a marker and maybe you go over there or something. It's gonna be a lot less confusing, especially because it's a one tap. If you're looking at an enemy, it's a lot just simpler and just a better way of pinging. If you don't have normal communications, I guess normal comms. Auto pick up weapons can be helpful. I just prefer to have it off because sometimes it'll like pick up stuff that you don't really want when you're walking around, and that can be annoying. Like, maybe I should show examples. Like, let's say there's just a whole bunch of stuff right here. Turn it on, I think. Like, you have a few weapons right here. Like, if you're walking around, or not, I guess that's fine too. But it'll automatically pick them up as soon as you walk over them, and I think it'll like keep picking them up as soon as you walk over them, which to me is annoying. I'd rather, you know, see what I want to pick up, maybe just tap the pick up button or not. But it's personal preference, so you know, just do as you please. I'm just explaining these settings a little bit and helping, I guess. I use the swapped buttons because I believe the normal one makes you pump with your left trigger, and I mean, you know, I pump with my right trigger, so that just feels a lot cleaner to me. Or for the pump and dump, at least. I don't think there's one in here, but it's not like it would matter. Preferred item slots is just straight up personal preference. I only use 2 weapons, so I'll keep it on shotgun as always. What? I'll keep shotgun as my first slot always, and then my secondary is either gonna be an SMG or an AR. You know, depending on, I guess, what I want to pick up. Most of the time it'll be an SMG because I'm a controller player, and you know how that be going. Just oh, the straight beams. That's not SMG I wanted, but whatever. Yeah, but that's straight up personal preference, especially because they have a lot of settings here. But I don't like to carry all these weapons. Like I don't think I've ever seen a point in carrying a pistol, sniper, launcher, maybe utility. And I've always carried my utility at the end, like shockwaves and grapples. But I guess that doesn't count as a utility because in reload it doesn't sort this to here. So I don't know. I feel like they should get that fixed. But this is always my loadout pretty much. So just do as you please and make sure you get that right to your personal preference, especially with keyboard and mouse players with their binds. Like if you're, you know, first item slot is a certain bind that you would want, then I would set that to, you know, my shotgun being first. I can just tap my certain keybind. Oh, my lands. Auto consumables to right has always been pretty helpful. As soon as you pick up any kind of a potion or a mini, it'll just make sure to put it on the right side of your inventory, which I kind of like, you know, personal preference again, but do as you please. You know, it's just whatever you like, whatever you prefer. Building, a lot of people say reset building choice is better, but I've always hated it because, you know, I'm building, I like take it away. I want to build another ramp, it's on the wall. Why would you move? You're creeping me out. But I don't really like that, especially because, like, I think it adds a little bit of delay to your placements or something like that. At least it used to. You used to have to double place, but it's always just been ugly to me how it's like I hate that word. In build fights, let's say somebody's in front of you, like a wall's always going to be obstructing your view. Maybe not by much, but it's just annoying to have a wall. Like I'd rather have my last, you know, placed build like a stair, like I'm already gonna have it ready, or let's say like a floor, it's already gonna be there instead of just having a big old wall in front of me. So all up to y'all. but you know, I prefer it off. Turbo building you're always gonna have. Turbo building you're always gonna have on. I mean, unless you want to be like TSM Myth from season 3 and tap every build as you go, because you can't just hold down. I mean, I don't know who would use this, but you do you, I guess, big dog. Mhm, mhm. Simple edit, recommended for newer players. Oh, why is it doing that? Because, I mean, it's not that hard to learn. You just kind of tap a button and it does that. It's for you. I don't know why people hate. I'm going to be honest. It's, you know, helpful. I don't see a problem with it. Just use whatever you like. Don't let other people choose for you. It's also really good in the right players, you know, hands. hands. Like, you know, for peaks because you're always holding your weapon out. So, oh, well, I just suck with it, but it also makes you look incredibly fast while doing edits. So, you know, people will know you're on simple edit though. But you know, use whatever you like. I say it's pretty helpful as long as you know how to use it correctly. Disable pre-edit option. Whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, I remember. That is whenever you're building, or yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're able to edit this, you know, to that. Whoa, it's edited, and now you just place it down like that. So I don't like that because I do some double edits. You know, sometimes I accidentally make it like this, and I'm over here building like that now, and it's just really annoying. That used to mess me up a lot. So whenever that setting got added, I immediately changed it. Just helpful. I would recommend to have it on unless you want to, you know, make half walls like for skybase or something. I don't know. Oh, accidental shot. Where was I? I actually just switched to both. I can still rebuild. I think. Oh my goodness, this feels so awkward now.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I can still kind of rebuild, but I think I'm getting used to the pre-edit. I mean, not pre-edit. Oh my head! I'm getting used to the auto-confirm. Single tile edits I feel like are always gonna be faster on this, and that's why I preferred pre-edit off. Also, peaks like this aren't possible, so all up to you. But I just find it kind of helpful for someone that doesn't play claw, because I have to switch between Y and my joystick. Like I was not able to do, you know, this, and with auto confirm, you know, since I only have to press one key and not confirm, then now I'm able to just fly through this. Oh, or not, but kind of, if you can see. Alright, enough rebuilding, mister. Where were we at? Contextual tips. I don't remember what this pops up for, but I just have them off because I'm not a new player. Like, what are you trying to say, Fortnite? But you can have these on if you're new. They might help, but I doubt it, to be honest. This game is always giving you tips like, Epic does not ask for your password. Me. Like, what are you talking about, bruh? You asked for my password as soon as I logged in the first time. Why are we lying out here, Epic? Stability and creative. These are extra game options, so they're not going to matter to Battle Royale and such things. But this one actually might. But, you know, they're helpful to have. Stability and creative. This is whenever you're building a map, you could just hold down the delete button, spin around in a circle, and it'll delete everything that you are looking at. I don't know. So if you're a map builder, this could help. And video highlights, I believe these are going to take up a little bit more performance, especially with storage. It's going to auto clip anything that you have selected. The one kill, whether it's one kill, a win, a triple kill, it's kind of silly to me. Like, why don't you just click that's the replay button. So I would have this off. It takes up a lot of storage to have clips. I've actually never seen peripheral lighting, but I doubt it makes that big of a difference, and it says for supported devices, so you would have to look into that to make sure that you have a device that supports that. Tap to search and interact. I would have this on. Okay, I would have this on because whenever you're searching an ammo crate, or a chest. You could just tap on it. Oh, I'm already full of ammo. But you could just tap on the what is it called? Open button, your use button, and it'll keep it, searching instead of you having to hold it down, which can be annoying for me. Like I said, like an auto run in this just help out a lot with being able to press one bind or one key to do a thing. Like for a chest, you tap it, it opens. Ammo box, just I guess try it out. FOV is just for rocket racing, I believe, so this doesn't even matter unless you do rocket racing, which I don't. I just have it cranked up to max just in case. This is once again personal preference, just music emotes. I don't even think I've ever seen these, so all up to you. Replays I would recommend to have off. This is a big game changer. Now, I'm not actually sure if they make that big of a difference because I haven't used replays since like chapter 2, but I mean, it would make sense if replays are being held on your device that they kind of slow your game down. So unless you're some kind of huge content creator that has decent PC that could hold all these replays, I would not have this on. Trust me, there's no point. I don't know what we're watching in replays, big dogs. So just have all these off, and then energy saving, it's not that big of a difference. I don't know why people cry about it. Oh my goodness, have this off. It gives you so much delay. It's just for whenever you're AFK. So, go AFK and the device will stay sleeping. Like, okay, it's gonna use less CPU. Harmful for those 5 minutes until I come back, or not even 5 minutes, but until you come back and press that you're not sleeping, which I mean, I shouldn't be sleeping. It's Fortnite. It's free. These are just basically the same thing. Like you close Fortnite and they use less power on the game because it's minimized. Rocket racing settings, like I said, I don't play rocket racing, so I got no idea on these. All right, HUD. This is a big one. Let me actually go back. Please don't shoot me. I'm sorry. As for HUD, I actually would recommend to have these on. I don't know who has these off, or I actually don't know about first person. But for reticle, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Reticle ammo indicator. You see your ammo, you shoot. It's right there instead of having to look at the bottom right. One of my cousins slash people that I play with didn't know about this really, and I was like, bro, you're fighting someone. Like, why would you look all the way to the bottom right if your ammo count is right there? Just that much easier to look at. Pull reticle. I'm actually not sure what this does, but I have it on, so yeah. Cumulative makes it so the damage numbers, I actually don't think this is going to really show that big of a difference, but to shoot them, it does 119. You keep shooting them. Oh, well, it's not going to stack. But that makes it so they stack instead of listing out like per hit. So it's all to you, if you wanted to say 33 and then you shoot them instantly again, it's going to go to like 94 depending on what you hit them with, instead of going 33, 33, 33, and I mean, you're going to have to add those numbers to know how much damage you did. That's you if you want to list them out, but I prefer to have it on the OJ. Hitting icons is kind of helpful because you shoot them, it shows a little shield icon whenever you crack their shield, and I believe it just shows a white number with HP. Like that's also the critical, so if you know you got a headshot and you know they cracked their shield, I think it's a pretty nice setting. The damage number scale, it's just gonna be how big the damage numbers are. So, I have this maxed out because who wants to have such a tiny number, like if I'm shooting somebody from across the map and I hit them, I mean, I want to be able to see that tiny number, be kind of more visible, but just fully dependent on you. I just prefer to be able to see those numbers a little more clearly. Let's say, so for HUD scale, this is such an important setting. It's changed my life, man. Alright, I'm playing. But this is what you play on. Just in case some of y'all still play on 100% HUD. It's very, very beautiful to be able to see everything very close and very big to your screen. If you like it that way, I guess. but I don't see why anybody would use that. I used to put on 70. I actually decreased this by so much throughout the time. I used 80, I used 75, I switched to 64 forever, but the HUD is still kind of obstructing my view. So now I play on 55. So, if you like the way my game looks, or if you want to be able to see your game more clearly, and I mean, your items are always just in the same spot. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. It's not that hard to see. Frame, ping, it's just kind of there. So it's a lot easier to see. Don't have this above, I don't know, 80, please. Please. Unless you're, I don't know. Um, Again, helpful with like monitors and TVs though. With how TVs just massive, monitors are tiny. It's just depending. Spectator count. Whenever you're in a game, somebody spectates you. It shows how many people are spectating you and who. Quick bar. It's just gonna be. I actually forgot. I think it's your building health. These are your HUD options. So anything that you turn off, for example, your health is gonna be gone. I would just keep the ones that are necessary on, not the ones that are not necessary. Player health on, resources, those are your mats, mini map. I mean, if I had to guess, it's your mini map. Quick bar, I think it's your hot bar. Target info, I forgot. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's your building. So whenever you're looking at it, you can see, or I guess I see its health. I actually don't think I know what this is, so awkward. Map and backpack key. Backpack, holy fuck. Map and backpack keys are gonna be for whenever you open up your backpack. At the bottom right, it kind of shows a backpack to press up on D-pad. And I don't know, I just find that kind of silly. I mean, I know how to open up my inventory, so I have that off. Elimination feed is gonna be the kill feed. Latency debug stats, I think, are the big like network statistics at the top left, so I'll just have that off. I have net debug net debug stats on. Quest progress is gonna be your quest progress. I mean, I don't know who does challenges in the big 2.5, but go ahead. Control prompts on. Creative intent performance off. I don't know what this is. Collapse weapon mod descriptions. Oh, okay, so that's just gonna be for weapon mods. Tooltips I have off, and Rocket Racing still don't play it. Gyro options, I'm guessing is only for PlayStation players, because I mean I'm spinning my controller around right now and I don't really see much movement apart from now that I just moved the stick. But that's just gonna be for like a Wii remote-ish kind of thing, where you turn your controller on PlayStation and it registers like that. So yeah, this is just DualSense, DualShock controller. If I were what? If you were an Xbox player, I would just turn this all the way to the left. Especially keyboard and mouse or anything that doesn't use a DualShock or DualSense controller. Unless you use gyro options, please it'll probably add unnecessary delay. And I mean, if you're not going to use it, then what is the point of having these settings on? I don't use keyboard and mouse, but here are my mouse and keyboard settings just in case, I guess. Yeah, I don't really use keyboard and mouse. I'll give y'all a free build. Hold up, watch me. Holy edits. Okay, that'll probably be it, because this is like embarrassing towards my everything. So those are the sensitivities. Here are the settings. I play on very weird settings. Keep in mind my left hand is a fist. So, oh man, I'm gonna have to go through all these. I'm just gonna scroll. Please pause or slow down if you need these. I don't want to go through all of these. Just wait. So how's your day going? I should probably talk about these. They're pretty self-explanatory. Y'all got this. It literally gives you the description for creative and says that it's the menu. So I'm hoping y'all got this. Woo. Some of these settings are probably going to be dog because I just reset them and I'm trying to, make them be back. But onto the big settings. Controller. So for controller settings, Oh wait, this is my input. Invert controller view is gonna make it so you look right, you look left. If you look down, you look up. I'm thinking I don't really know. Oh wait, yeah. Invert aircraft is gonna be the same thing, but for your flying like a plane. So I don't know. I'll up to you. I have these off because why would I want my controllers to be flipped? Fighter controller. I actually don't even know what that is. I'm guessing it's a rocket racing setting. Auto run again. I have this on. Just helpful. Build a pro build immediately. You're gonna want that on. I mean, why wouldn't you want to build immediately? These I would test out. I just set them to the most minimal because I like to play fast. I like to be able to do everything in an instant button press. So having them at the lowest is gonna make me slide within a millisecond of a tap, which I mean I've been using since it came out. So try that out. See if it's right for you. I have vibrations off on every game. I don't know how y'all play with that little tinkle on y'all's controller. Just cannot focus. Like shooting someone and then my controller's over here going brr, brr. It's gonna mess with all my aim, so I'd recommend to have this off if possible. If you enjoy it, then you do you. I mean, shit. Quick weapon. I mean, I don't even have this on, so just, there you go. Sensitivity. This is the big one that people have been asking me about, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't changed these settings since like season 9, chapter 1. But don't tell nobody. So I've been playing on these settings for 8 years. This just recently came out. I've been testing it out, but it's been a weird buggy mess kind of. I don't know. I just prefer my left trigger being 55 for the resets. For controller, I don't even play with it. Again, just down or left sided and off. Off. I don't really know. Definitely off. That one's just buns. These two are buns actually. Just steering with their stick. Like, what is this? I play GTA and Forza. Like, no. I don't play Rocket Racing. But you might be like, where y'all advanced settings at? Yeah, I just don't use these. If you want to see me try and play with advanced settings, then I mean, here we go. Wow, I'm gonna aim now. Oh my, this feels weird. Boom, I'm gonna crank now. I mean, realistically, my sensitivity is a little bit high, but it's just so weird. I can like not aim, bro. I swear to you, I'm trying. By the way, it's just impossible. I don't know what it is about these advanced settings, but there's a reason why I've never switched them to on. It's just so weird. Look sensitivity 6. It's gonna be your normal sensitivity to look around. It's just so much more comfortable for me. And hopefully to y'all, if y'all try this out. I mean, not gonna make y'all. Just play what you like. I used to play 7. It wasn't that bad. Aiming sensitivity is 3. I mean, I find it pretty comfortable. Whenever you aimed in, you want to be a little bit slower, especially for like AR shots, which hopefully there's an AR down here. La 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 la. Let's say you're aiming in with your AR. I mean, you want to be able to just like look around, aim in, shoot. Why is it bugged? Okay. You do you, big dog, but you want to be able to look around to aim in, and it's still bugged. That's awkward. And shoot. So 3 is cool. I've played on 2.5 and 2.8 for 8 years. I don't know how to describe this. I've just, it's been too long, so too late to change. And I'm not even the best, or nowhere near the best. So I mean, all up to you whether you want to be like me, I guess. I find this really, really comforting and smooth though, so I'd recommend to at least give it a try. There's an incredible amount of delay going on right now, but enough with the lies. I just changed, not even 2 days ago, I think to 2.6, 2.7. I could be like drunk or something though, not actually, just tired, because I've been not sleeping, but this is what I've been using recently, which I think is a little bit smoother because my building, I wanted it, I wanted to be a little bit faster, so now I'm able to, build a little bit decent. And then as for editing, I felt like it was too fast and I kept over editing. You never want to, oh, well, there it is. You never want to be going for, You just want to do the, not even the bare minimum, but keep your crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is a huge thing in this game. So Play with a sensitivity that's not gonna make you drag your edits out for 20 days. Because I mean, if there's somebody right here and you need to flick back up to look at them instead of just already being right there, then that's just not gonna be good. So yeah, I just changed, but trust me, I've been playing on these basically same settings for 8 years, so trust me if you want to, don't trust me if you don't want to. But I think these are pretty cool. As for binds, these are pretty massive. I don't know why it says that. I'm playing on a GameStar G7 SC, I think, the one that has mechanical buttons, so you know, it's a pretty good controller. But these are just Fortnite settings, so you know, if you want those, I guess ask away. Here are my settings. I mean, am I really gonna have to explain these? Don't make me explain these. I'll show you all the basics. So editing, left stick, I select. I mean, not select. I go into an edit with left stick. I select with my right trigger. You know, let go. It automatically does it because I switched. But I do Y as well though. My build key is Y. It's just a lot, you know, easier for me to select Y. My sprinting and auto sprinting is B. So I guess that explains a little bit. Oh, almost fell. Just find it a little bit easier. I don't know how to explain it. Pickaxe is right D-pad. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, you click right D-pad, it goes to your pickaxe. It goes back to your weapon. LB RB to switch between my weapons. X is to reload. And what else do I got? Oh yeah, right stick is crouching, and I have a certain setting to where you can crouch. You'll probably see it with editing or with building, I think. Yeah, which I think is pretty cool. You know, you can also go for slides as a controller player, which I mean gives you a pretty nice benefit, or not even benefit, but you know, it puts you on the same-ish standard as keyboard and mouse players. I don't even actually use this, so I don't know why I have it bound, but just in case I ever do want to like crouch or slide while building. Hold on, watch this chat. Oh, I lied, don't watch this. Close your eyes. I believe those are just about all my settings. Here are my actual key buttons. If anybody want to copy these, I'll actually take it slow. Just because these are, you know, my actual. Oh my goodness, it's gonna take forever to go through. Yeah, so the building crouch thing, whatever the heck you want to call it, would be right here. Use this one, right stick, or you know, whatever your crouch key is. That'll make it so you can crouch, slide, or repair while being in your build or switch mode. Nothing right there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Crouch again for editing or being in an edit. You can crouch or slide. I think with this it makes it bugged where you can't crouch, slide. Definitely not repair. So I just set it to this one and it fixed it. Sorry. Emote is normal. Down D-pad. That's also I think the bus driver. I think misc is my map. And whatever other settings I have. Dismount, sprint. Yeah, that. I actually don't think we use writing a lot anymore, so that's why I sprint left stick. But trust me, I use B. You saw it at the first setting, literally on this controller mapping. I think these are rocket racing. I don't play rocket racing, so maybe don't copy these. But as for maybe every other one, we're chilling. Gyro, just don't use Gyro. I don't even know that they had Fall Guys in here, so that's cool. That would literally be all my settings except for these, which that's cool. These would just be personal preference because these are these are your account and privacy settings, not mine's. So if you want to log out, return or cancel a purchase, if you want to have player survey, so every I don't know 15 games Fortnite is asking you whether your last match was so beautiful and pretty. Post party is a clipping software that Fortnite uses. All up to you again. Just these are your settings. I have these or these. I have these. What? I have mine set to these. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, that's literally all my settings. So, thank you so much. Oh, awkward. Thank you so much for watching. If y'all made it through the whole video, you know, don't think that my settings are gonna make y'all like me because I've been playing on and off 15 hours a day every day since like season 2, chapter 1. which I'm not even good either, so that's kind of sad. But you know, maybe they'll help y'all out with a little bit of a whatchamacallit skill. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm gonna put in a few clips of me playing on stream, I guess, if I can. If not, then this is just a settings vid, so you can watch me on stream on TikTok, Nexorouz. I'll probably have it on screen. I don't know why I went back to settings, but I'll probably have it on screen. All my socials are hopefully down below, and yeah, thank y'all for watching. I'll be posting some more soon, so subscribe please, and like if you liked, I guess. Thank you. Stop the video! Stop, stop, stop!
Peep this hole, bruh.